They don't teach you this in school, but success doesn't start with a strategy. It starts with a mindset. You can read all the books, follow all the productivity hacks, and listen to every motivational podcast out there. But until you change how you think, none of it sticks. Incredibly successful people think in patterns that ordinary people don't even notice. It's not magic, it's mental discipline. They've trained their minds to focus on growth, clarity, and action. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how. First, successful people don't ask, "Can I?" They ask, "How can I?" This shift is huge. Most people hit a wall and stop. They say, "I don't have time, I don't know how, or I'm not like them." That's scarcity thinking. Winners flip the question, "How can I find time? How can I learn? How can I get started today?" This is the mindset of resourcefulness. It doesn't assume perfection. It assumes growth. Second, successful people think in long games. They don't chase every shiny object. They zoom out. They ask, "Who am I becoming in the next 5 years?" Most people overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in a decade. But if you commit to a vision, if you anchor yourself to a long-term identity, you stop wasting energy on distractions. You start building consistency. Because they know success isn't made in sprints, it's made in habits. Third, successful people understand that emotions are not dictators. They're data. They feel fear and still move forward. They feel doubt and still make the call. They feel tired and still show up. Average people wait to feel ready. High performers act, then adjust. They see discomfort as a signal for growth, not retreat. And when anxiety creeps in, they don't panic. They ask, "What is this telling me?" That's mental strength. Fourth, successful people focus obsessively on clarity. They know what they want. They write it down. They revisit it every day. Because clarity is power. If your goal is vague, like be successful or make more money, you'll drift. But if your goal is laser-focused, earn $10K a month from a coaching business in 12 months, now your brain can build a path. The clearer the target, the more focused the execution. Fifth, they don't fear failure, they fear regret. Most people avoid risk because they're afraid to lose. Successful people know failure is tuition. They expect it, learn from it, and keep moving. What they truly fear is waking up 10 years from now realizing they never tried. That's why they invest, launch, call, pitch. They'd rather learn by fire than sit on the sidelines of life. Sixth, they think in systems, not goals. Goals are great, but they're outcomes. Systems are processes. You can't control the outcome, but you can control your daily habits. Want to get fit? Don't focus on losing 20 pounds. Focus on working out at 7 a.m. 5 days a week. Want to grow your income? Don't focus on making $1 million. Focus on mastering one income-producing skill and applying it daily. Systems win because they're repeatable. Seventh, successful people don't idolize talent. They worship consistency. Talent is overrated. Plenty of brilliant, gifted people go nowhere. Why? No follow-through. Successful people aren't always the smartest. They're just the ones who kept showing up. Even when it was hard. Even when it was boring. Even when nobody clapped. Consistency is the compound interest of greatness. Eighth, they ask better questions. Ordinary minds say, "Why me?" Or "What if I fail?" Extraordinary minds ask, "What's the opportunity here? What can I build from this? What lesson is hiding in this moment?" The quality of your life is directly linked to the quality of your questions. Train yourself to shift your internal dialogue, and your external world begins to shift too. Ninth, they protect their time like it's gold, because it is. They don't scroll endlessly. They don't say yes to every invite. They don't binge whatever the algorithm throws at them. They prioritize what matters, because they know that what you say yes to becomes your life. 1 hour a day wasted on distractions is 365 hours a year you never get back. That's over 15 full days. Successful people know their time is their most limited asset, so they guard it with intention. 10th, they surround themselves with clarity, not chaos. They curate their inputs, podcasts, books, people, conversations, because they understand the environment is stronger than willpower. If you constantly consume content that drains you, celebrity gossip, political drama, random outrage, don't be surprised if your mind is foggy and your confidence low. But if you feed your brain with purpose, wisdom, and strategy, it begins to rewire. And when your environment upgrades, so does your thinking. And finally, they act. They don't wait until it's perfect. They launch the project, write the book, start the side hustle. Because they understand action breeds clarity, not the other way around. The people who win in life don't have all the answers. They just start moving and figure it out as they go. Paralysis is the enemy. Momentum is the ally. So if you want to think like the successful, don't just consume motivation. Practice it. Ask better questions. Clarify your goals. Design systems. Build habits. Own your time. Invest in your mind. And above all, move. Because the only difference between the life you have and the life you want is the way you think and the actions you take next. This is the Sovereign Doctrine, where powerful minds build powerful lives.